So it's time to answer the age-old question. Who wore it better, me or the Little Mermaid? What's going on, legends? Today we are making bank. And by bank, I mean saving some serious money. I've been working real hard all week, surveying, researching fish and chip shops all over town. And I've made an important discovery. The average price of a scallop's about $2.50. So what if I told you you could save your hard-earned money and get them for free? That's right, free. Free. Right here. Well, not here, out there. So scalloping's a pretty easy setup. Fins, snorkel, and a bag. Did I mention not to drink the water? Pretty sure fish pee in there. You never know what fish are doing in there. Don't walk to the water that way. No one does that. Don't walk to the water that way. $7 right there. The old scallop isn't exactly a master of disguise. They pretty much just lay in the sand. About $40 worth of scallops in about half an hour. I reckon that's pretty good going. Now you can't sell them, but the money saved, it's substantial. Welcome to the Stray Mate Kitchen. Okay, so we ended up with about 21 scallops. So there you go, do the maths on that. 21 times 260, we're over $50 worth of scallops. So you know what they say, the more you scallop, the more you save. So we're gonna really step up our difficulty level of our cooking here today. We're going a bit outside of my comfort zone, a little bit anxious about it. So we're gonna do curried scallop pies. Okay, so there's a few steps involved in this. So we're only gonna need about 8-10 scallops for this dish. I think I've hit the middle there at 9. Stick with me. Ow! I didn't actually mean that. That did give me a fright. Step number 1, shuck the scallops. Just chuck your knife in there, just inside that, what do we call that? That join, and then you just want to sort of work it in without chucking it through your hand. And just wedge it open, like so. Once that's broken that seal, what you can actually do is open it right up and you can see it sitting there. So I just trim off that little bit of sort of frill and you end up with something that looks something like that. Once that job's done, we've ended up with a ramekin full of delicious scallops. No minimum size on scallops and a bag limit of 100. Here's a pic of me as a young bloke with a whole heap of scallops and a whole heap more hair. Let's kick this cook up in the guts. About 20 grams, oh no, it's melted. 20 grams of butter. Cool it down with 150 mils of milk, a tablespoon of flour, and a teaspoon Keen's curry powder. Keen as mustard, as they say. Whisk that, ooh, until it thickens. Mine's a little bit lumpy, but that's okay. We've got half a brown onion. Most of it got in the pan. 3-second rule. Fry that off. Then you want to go ahead and add your scallops. A little bit of pepper and salt. Once those are cooked, it's normally only a few minutes. To be honest, you can eat scallops raw. If you have a look to one of my earlier episodes, I think the first episode I did that on the beach. Turn your heat off. Let's add our curry back to here. Enter our scallops. You just want to stir those through. It's like a nice big gluggy mess, but I don't reckon the inside of a pie's ever won a beauty contest anyway. Enter the pie maker. Using puff pastry, a bowl, I've got this ramekin in this case, is a bit of a template, and cut out your circles. Big circles for the bottom and little circles for the top. You should be able to just peel these circles straight up. Before you forget, lube up the pan. There is nothing worse than doing a cook and then realising it's all stuck. Oh. The hardest thing's not having a sneaky look. Just wait. Before, after. So if you weren't hungry before, you bloody well should be now. How good's that look? Let's cut into it and have a look. Oh. Time for the real test. Oh. That's really good, eh? Like, real good. I'm 100% doing this again, and so should you. I'll leave the recipe in the description. Please, if you're up to this point in the video, please make sure you subscribe so you catch what I'm doing next week, and also just lets me know I'm doing the right thing. Check out the link in the description. Any merch, get on it. Hooroo, see you next week. I'm gonna go get a blind taste test from my neighbour.
Soon after.
Oh, bro, that was so good. It tasted familiar too, like the actual curry sauce tasted familiar. What was it?
Just curry powder and milk, brah.
Was it just Keen's? What it's called? Maybe that's why. Yeah, bro, that was straight up fucking good.